visuals coming through of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ahead of the bilateral with the Russian President Vladimir Putin. So, Prime Minister Narendra Modi now arriving for the bilateral with Vladimir Putin. Important deals and agreements to be inked. This is the 21st bilateral between the two. It's a tradition that's been taken forward. It comes at a critical time when 10 bilateral agreements will be talked about. This is a time when there has been a larger perception of India moving closer to the US, and in a situation like that, for India to be inking not just a manufacturing deal for manufacturing and the most upgraded version of the AK-47, the AK-203 in Amethi. There are other critical agreements that are also now being put in place. Most importantly, there will be a protocol on cooperation in the field of Kalashnikov series small arms manufacturing, a contract for procurement of quantity of more than 6 lakh AK-203 assault rifles, agreement on program for military technical cooperation, and of course the entire issue of RELAWS, that is the regional logistics agreement, which will allow India foray and access into the Arctic waters. Pathikrit Payan with us, General Saha is also with us. Pathikrit, this is a critical meet coming at a critical time where India has got to now balance this equation, one of its oldest allies and friends, Russia, while it also creates a new geopolitical alliance with America.
Well, absolutely, Anand. This meeting is a reflection of India's strategic autonomy because this meeting is happening against the backdrop of tremendous pressure from United States under the CAATSA sanctions. And in spite of the threat of those sanctions, India went ahead and bought the S-400, not just the S-400. 3 years back, we bought 4 Talwar class follow-on frigates. There was a deal for a nuclear submarine. We are on the verge of buying, the Igla very short-range air defense system. But the fundamental issue is that India is making it clear to the world that we follow an independent foreign policy, that while we are a strategic partner of the United States, it does not mean that we are going to give away or do away with the Russians, who have been our time-tested ally. And I think they have been giving us weapons at a time even when we didn't have foreign exchange to pay their currency. So we were actually doing barter with wheat and rice. Second thing is that it's because of the Indians, Anand, that AUKUS had to be made by United States because India was very clear that Quad cannot be a military alliance because America had not defined what an adversary in this case is, because they wanted Russia to be defined as an adversary as well. And India was against it. Secondly, India plays a very critical role. India is the only country among the top 10 economies of the world which has a good relation both with Russia and the West. And if push comes to a shove in South China Sea, and the way the Russians have been pushed towards the Chinese by the Americans because of the Cold War mentality and the sanctions, then India is the only country which can actually play the role of a mediator with Russia to at least to stop it to a certain extent, if not entirely. At the same time, there's a message being sent by Russia also through this meeting to the Chinese that while China is a strategic partner and a great ally of Russia in these tough times that Russia is facing because of sanctions, it is not going to give away India either. So it's a message being given by both sides. But I'm very sure, as you said rightly, India is going to do a balancing act. There will be possible deals with United States as well on the Predator drones in the coming days. And that's the way India is playing, weaponizing the trade of weapons as well, you may say. But the Russians also understand one thing, Anand, that whether it's energy deal, whether it is defense, Make in India is the theme of the story now. So the Russians cannot afford to have just making products in Russia and sell it into India. They will, as you see the AK-203 deal itself, more and more Russian companies will be collaborating with Indian companies to make products in India. So a client-vendor relationship is becoming a relationship of joint venture partners.
True. Now the S-400 missile systems, RELAWS, these are some agreements which will be critical. But India is not only talking defense, it's also talking about agriculture. There is vaccine, there is cooperation as far as trade and technology. General Saha, this meeting is a critical one, especially when there is also another development that's happened in its frosty equations with US and the rest of the world. Russia is also seen moving closer to China.
You see, Anand, I think on this occasion, we must also recall one thing. This is the 50th year of India's, that spectacular victory over Pakistan, and Bangladesh was liberated. Let's not forget that it is the, friendship treaty with the Russians, then Soviet Union, that actually, gave India that kind of leverage, that kind of, diplomatic maneuvering to be able to do what it did, and it was able to prevent an unnecessarily, much wasted UN intervention at that point in time. So I think it is just as well that we must recall how they had stood by us in that spectacular victory. And under circumstances, we are aware of the Seventh Fleet having coming into our backwaters, literally. So with that backdrop, I think it is important to realize how India today plays a very significant strategic balancing role in what it does in international affairs. And when it comes to its own requirements, I think India is making it very clear that it is choosing from a very wide range of options that it has. And the underlying theme is the Atmanirbhar Bharat, and which we can clearly see what is happening in this the small arms factory at Korba, which is coming up as a joint venture between the Russians and India to manufacture the AK-203 rifles. We have seen a very successful joint venture in the BrahMos. So I think that is the way to go, and I'm very sure that we will come up with some outcomes from this that will help this business of Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense. Now, with the Russians, we also have some very good mechanisms in place, like the working mechanism between the two countries. I was myself the head of the subcommittee that was dealing with the land systems as deputy chief. So systems are in place, procedures are in place to allow a cooperation which is already pretty much heading towards this Atmanirbhar Bharat. So I think it is good. In the larger sense, the strategic balancing potential that India has in keeping the world more secure and peaceful, and of course meet its own requirements at best value from wherever it can secure.
Well, out of the 5 regiments of the S-400 missile systems, while the first regiment should be delivered by the end of this year, but more importantly, Russia has also opened its doors and said that when S-500 comes, that can actually look at the hypersonic and negate even hypersonic threats. They said that it's not yet manufactured, it's not yet on the Russian arms tables right now, but they said that India will have access to it and India will be given priority. So that's also significant. Shalinder Wangu is with us tracking the development. Shalinder Wangu, नमस्ते, बताइए अभी क्या कार्यक्रम है, अगले आधे घंटे में हम क्या उम्मीद कर सकते हैं?
आनंद, आपको बता दें कि प्रधानमंत्री मोदी हैदराबाद हाउस पहुंच चुके हैं और उससे कुछ देर बाद रशियन प्रेसिडेंट व्लादिमीर पुतिन भी पहुंचने वाले हैं। ये मुलाकात करीब 2 साल बाद हो रही है। 2019 में आखिरी बार मुलाकात हुई थी और आज की इस मुलाकात से काफी उम्मीदें की जा रही हैं। न सिर्फ भारत और रूस के जो रिश्ते हैं उनको और मजबूत करने की डायरेक्शन में ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और आपको ये भी बता दें कि भारत के जो 2+2 मैकेनिज्म्स हैं वो सिर्फ क्वाड कंट्रीज के साथ ही, यानी अमेरिका, जापान और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ ही 2+2 अरेंजमेंट है। रशिया के साथ ये पहली बार हुआ है कि आज 2+2 अरेंजमेंट में मीटिंग हुई है और न सिर्फ जो दोनों देशों की जो डिफेंस टाइज हैं उनको आगे बढ़ाया जा रहा है, वहीं साथ ही साथ जो इंपॉर्टेंट इश्यूज हैं जैसे कि अफगानिस्तान, उस पर भी माना जा रहा है कि आज की इस बैठक में अहम बातचीत होगी भारत और रशिया के बीच में। आपको बता दें, आपसे कुछ देर पहले ही रशियन फॉरेन मिनिस्टर ने एक ब्रीफिंग की है जिसमें उन्होंने कहा है कि वो ट्रोइका प्लस को एक्सपैंड करना चाहते हैं और यही उन्होंने कन्वे भी किया है आज 2+2 मीटिंग में। ट्रोइका प्लस में अमेरिका, पाकिस्तान और पाकिस्तान है, तो इसको एक्सटेंड करके इंडिया और ईरान को भी इंक्लूड करना चाहता है रशिया। तो जाहिर तौर पर यह कन्वे किया गया है इंडियन साइड को आज रशियन साइड की तरफ से। तो माना जा रहा है अफगानिस्तान एक अहम मुद्दा होगा क्योंकि कंसर्न अभी भी बना हुआ है तालिबान रजीम को लेकर और टेरर जो वहां पे एक्टिविटीज हो रही हैं उसको लेकर